Like, share, or subscribe for more amazing stories. Journey of Fifth True Dragon by Rimjit. Martial Tournament 3 inches. Welcome to the second day of Tempest Martial Tournament. Ahsoka will be presenting to you today's matches. But before we proceed to the fixtures, we have something very important to announce to you all. You all must be aware of the situation in Kingdom of Bakia. Thousands of beasts have attacked the nation. Western Church and Council have already sent their reinforcement. Jura Tempest Federation has also decided to send them aids in this difficult situation. Few of the candidates will not participate in this tournament but will be sent to Bakia. Tempest Flying Corp, hear you, 500 Dragonoots will be sent there. Ahsoka's tone was very serious, unlike her usual commentary. On her announcement, crowd erupted in cheers as Hiryu, led by Gabiru, entered the arena. Following them were 200 Holy Knights led by Bacchus, Fritz and Guard. Crowd cheered both of them regardless of their races. We wish all the best to the champions going to rescue mission in Bakia, and they succeed to save people of that kingdom. Crowd all expressed best wishes to these champions. A large magic circle appeared on the ground, and in the instant they were teleported to the outskirts of the kingdom. A large number of beasts have attacked the kingdom of Bakia. Tempest decided to send Hiryu as they can utilize their flying abilities to effectively escort the people out of the kingdom. Due to this situation, number of contestants have been reduced to 14. Remaining fixtures were also changed. Now getting back to the tournament, first I will like to introduce new referee for the tournament, Aston. He will watch over the matches from now on. First match of day 2 will be between Lion Mask and goerl. Lion Mask, a mysterious figure nominated by the nation of Eurazania, a beastman known for his mighty strength, versus goerl, one of Rimuru-sama's subordinate. He was the winner of first preliminary battle royale. He eliminated 20 contestants in the first round, most by any warrior in the preliminaries match. Will he be able to stop the mighty beastman? Ahsoka announces as the contestants entered the central stage. Goerl, after being named by Rimuru, he evolved into Gyuki and became a special ranga warrior. EP 130k. With his unique skill together with ultraspeed regeneration, he is threat to even low-ranking Holy Knight captains like Lytus. Start. Yo, so you are many challenger. I have heard that beastmen are known for their strength. Entertain me, will you? Goerl said as he activated his unique skill limiter, a degraded version of Unlimited Prison in Uriel. It allows him to create a space that limits the movement of his opponent. Confident that Lion Mask can't move now, he charged at him with a giant axe. It's over now. He swings his axe with great force at Lion Mask. Its strength was enough to harm even arch-dragons, but Lion Mask caught it with his bare hands. That was a good attack. Even most skilled beastmen couldn't come unscratched. He was pushed back by the attack. Without wasting any time, Goerl fired his lightning horns at him. He barely dodged. Horns pierced the barrier surrounding the central stage. Now it's my turn. Lion Mask gathered a large amount of energy around his fist and disappeared and appeared right before Goerl. Unable to react, his fist connected with his chest and a shockwave ran down his body. Goerl lost consciousness and fell on the ground. Winner. Lion Mask. He has defeated a powerful warrior like Goerl with a single punch. Who is this mystery's warrior? Crowd erupted. Everyone understand the might of Goerl, who casually beat multiple powerful adventurers like twisting the hand of a kid, but him to be defeated by a single punch is beyond the belief of common people. Match 2. Beretta versus Arno. Although Arno said that he would conceal his status as a Holy Knight and registered as Masked Knight. He doesn't depend on others, right? The one who is called the strongest of Holy Knights that vows to protect people, how could he do something like run away? If he is a man, it must be a fight fair and square. Isn't that right, Arno-san? Demon announcer. Ahsoka seems to have asked again while smiling sweetly. She ended her words with, "Fool, ha ha ha, of course. A Holy Knight wouldn't run away from any fight." Maybe because he was desperate, he was muttering, "It will be all right if I win, if I win." It seems he decided to continue without concealing his true identity. A wicked smile seems to have appeared on Ahsoka's face. Was this her original personality? Or did she receive a wicked influence from someone, probably Sue? Or, it might be both. Begin. Arno was taking a distance from Beretta, vigilantly holding his sword. Oto. Contestant Arnaud's attacks cannot pass at all. Is he going easy on his opponent? But if these are serious attacks, then is he unworthy to be called the strongest holy knight? Sokka made a harsh comment. But those words couldn't disturb Arnold's mind yet. Every attack so far was for the sake of a plan. Look below its feet everyone, Arno said. Trying to look good, Arno points below Beretta's feet. There, a magic formation was drawn without anyone having become aware. At the intervals between the sword attacks, without being noticed, he had been drawing the formation by scattering silver dust. Activate Holy Field. Arno shouted, it's useless. Because of the ability given to me by Rimuru-sama, I don't suffer the effects of Holy Field. Beretta said. Beretta moves to counterattack against Arno for the first time while informing him indifferently. It can be understood that Arnaud's sword attacks were not effective because Beretta has physical attack nullification. Also, its body was created using adamantite. Beretta cladded his fist with his aura, then it fired that bizarre energy. The disposition was similar to Aura Blade, but the power had increased enormously. It's also possible to shoot it at high speed. Beretta, who shifted over to offensive, let out an attack with fearsome precision. The spectators seemed to see the match as a great one. Beretta hadn't shown its true power. Arno used a special move he called Meteor Slash, but the sword broke and crumbled when came in contact with Beretta's body. It was natural that the sword lost its durability after striking the hunk of steel that is Beretta's body continuously. The weapon will accumulate damage little by little even if the weapon is clad with tuki. Even though his sword was broken, the match continued. But Arno conceded defeat, and so the match ended. His sword being broken was just an excuse. In reality, he wasn't able to land a hit single on Beretta. However, since the spectators didn't know about it, the skillful announcer followed up Arno. Unfortunately, because his sword has broken, he must reluctantly surrender from the match. With such an explanation, the spectators understood. Fufu. How's that? How's about that? My Beretta, seriously cool. Ramirez flew around with a self-satisfied look, boasting to Veldora and Milam. But Cherri's is stronger. It's okay for you to be excited now. Tomorrow my lion mask will dismantle your Beretta. I'm sure of it, not wanting to lose, Milam answered back to Ramirez. So this concludes the first round of tournament. We will begin the Super 6 after the lunch. Stay tuned everyone, and don't miss the action of Super 6. The schedule for the oncoming maths are soon on the table. Sokka announced the end of the first round. Super 6 matches. 1. Cherri's vs Albert 2. Lion Mask vs Ranga 3. Beretta vs Venom. Match 1. Cherri's vs Albert. Super 6 matches started after lunch break. Audition returned to their seat and eagerly watched the matches scheduled ahead. First match is between Cherri's, one of the strongest contestants, vs Albert, the strongest holy knight in history, now a death paladin. So who will be the first semi-finalist? Cherri's San, Veldora-sama's assistant, or Albert San, who easily defeated one of the holy knight captain? We have to see if his sword reaches the mighty Flame Lord. Are you two ready? Sokka announced. It's my pleasure to fight someone strong like Cherri's San. I hope to not disappoint my lord. Albert expressed his gratitude and unsheathed his cursed sword. Likewise, to get opportunity to fight against a sword saint like you. Veldora-sama is watching, so I want to look pathetic. Besides, he won't let go of me easily if I don't win this tournament. Cherri's was under a huge pressure. Veldora was watching this match with a keen vision. If he doesn't perform up to the standard, he will have to endure another hellish training session against Veldora. He remembered Vedora's words. You can't lose this tournament, got it, Cherri's. I want to get the gift from Rimuru at any condition. If you lose it, I will train you in my dragon form. Even standing in front of Veldora's dragon form is a huge task. His aura is enough to destroy worlds, and enduring attack from that Veldora is not something even ancient demon lords like Luminous could do. He was them awakened by a familiar voice, so them the power of great storm dragon Veldora's disciple Cherri's. Veldora shouted from the stands. Start. On Sokka's order, match 1 of Super 6 began. Both the contestants attacked each other without wasting any time. In terms of energy, there was around 4 to 5 times difference between them. While Albert EP surpasses that of an archdemon, Cherri's was stronger than even awakened Clayman. Each blow of Cherri's was powerful enough to defeat him, but he swiftly countered his attacks. Albert's swordsmanship was really out of world. In last 1,000 years he has perfected it to be even beyond likes of Hikuro. Hakuro was able to fight equally because of better equipment, otherwise result could have been different. But Cherri's was also not an immature fighter who don't know how to use his powers like Clayman. He has fought many overwhelmingly strong fighters like Veldora, Zijin. He could have won this match earlier, but he has a habit of analyzing and learn something new from his opponent. He can't miss the opportunity to learn from one of the best swordmen in this world. You are able to deflect my attacks so easily, it seems I have to use my finishing moves to win this match. Flare cage. Albert was trapped inside a flame barrier. In an instant the temperature inside it reaches thousands of degrees Celsius. Burning bullet. Cherri's continuously fires high-speed fists that heat the air, turning it into bullets that generate plasma when landing on a target. Albert gathered magicules from his surrounding using his cursed sword. Amida Ryu. He then swings his sword, multiple slashes of holy energy near Cherri's cutting down cage and plasma bullets. He not only used surrounding magicules but also half of his own energy. I guess, now is perfect time to use this. Draconic burst. Cherri's gathers a massive amount of into his fist and unleashes it all at once with a deadly punch, strong enough to level the entire area of effect. Entire central stage was destroyed and Albert left side which was holding the sword was blown away. Even the first layer of barrier was destroyed like a thin paper. It was truly unbelievable sight. Stage was strong enough to tank attacks capable of destroying a nation was broken into pieces. Once the dust settled, the audience said Albert whose entire left side has been blown away on these knees as Cherri's levitating above him. They erupted in cheers. Winner. Cherri's San. Albert was taken to the labyrinth to recover quickly. Crowd applauded the efforts of him and acknowledged HS swordsmanship. Match 2. Lion Mask vs Ranga. It's the main act. Milam was extremely excited. She was encouraging, threatening, the Lion Mask. I heard her say, "Do you understand what will happen if you lose?" But whatever could she mean? Perhaps it's better not to know. And with the signal audible to all, the match began. They stood in the middle, observing each other. Martial Tournament 4 Match 2. Ranga vs Lion Mask. Welcome to the second match of Super 6 Showdown. Candidate nominated by Rimuru-sama Ranga and his opponent mysterious fighter Lion Mask. Will Ranga succeed in defeating this warrior or his strength will prove to be too much? Both contestants entered the arena with a huge cheers from the crowd and took their position. Lion had a serious expression and he didn't look like someone to be messed around. He knew the consequences of being defeated here. Start. Soka signals the start of the match. Both the participants attack each other without wasting a second. In terms of EP there was not much difference between them. Carrion has an existence value of 450k in normal mode while Ranga has little more than him. But Carrion has way more experience than him, having been fighting for around 500 years. Ranga launched a lightning strike at Lion Mask which he evaded and covered the distance between themselves. His aura-covered fists collides with Ranga's body or so it seems. Boom. His fist didn't connected with his body but a barrier made of lightning. Upon coming in contact with it, a large explosion occurred. Tisk, you are quite clever one. He complimented Ranga and took some distance between them, but Ranga is not someone to allow him to go out of his reach. Using wind magic, he created a high air pressure around Lion Mask capable of crushing even beings like Sky Dragon. Even though it was not enough to defeat him, Ranga successfully reduced his movements and launched a powerful attack towards him. Death Storm. A single target version which focuses all the destructive energies from the storm into a single enhanced black lightning bolt. It was strong enough to even harm ex-demon lord like Carrion. In his normal form, Carrion doesn't have enough speed to evade it so he quickly transforms into his royal beast form. He has to win this match at any cost since Milam is watching it and she won't accept his defeat. He doesn't want to face the wrath of Destroyer. Royal Beast Form. Carrion quickly evaded the lightning strike and break free himself from air pressure. Tisk. Carrion-san is very serious about this match. He even used his unique skill here. I thought he won't reveal his identity here, but thinking about it won't do anything good. I have to also show my game here. Ranga also decided to use his special technique he learned after countless battles inside the labyrinth. His entire body transformed into lightning itself, boasting his speed and strength to another level. The real battle between two disaster-class monsters started. Ranga is long-range fighter and against someone of equal strength in close combat usually results in his loss. So to fight in close combat he learned this technique. In just short interval dueling against fighters like Zijin, Benimaru he has mastered it. But still it has a time limit, he can only go for about 10 minutes in this form without sustaining fatal injury. Both fighters were almost equal to each other, with Cherri having advantage in terms of techniques. He was matching him with blow to blow. The shockwave from their blows are enough to kill a veteran warrior. Even crowd was also somewhat able to guess the strength of these monsters. Excitement of audience reached its peak as match entered its last few minutes. Ranga knew he has half-minute left in this form and he can't fight against Cherri after that. He collected massive amount of magicules and got ready for his strongest attack. He used around 50% of his energy and released his strongest attack ever. A massive lightning energy cannon released at Cherri with full force. It is powerful enough to destroy Charybdis in single attack. Cherri, sensing the danger of this attack, released his strongest attack. Beast Roar. Cherri fires his intense magic-filled aura outwards in a massive beam with properties similar to a particle cannon, making the attack not only extremely deadly but also incredibly fast. It collided with Ranga's strongest attack and created a massive explosion. When the dust settled down, Cherri was in his normal form and Ranga has also returned his usual self. Due to losing large amount of magicules, he was unable to continue and Lion Mask was declared the winner. And the winner is Lion Mask. Both the contestants give their best, but it was Lion Mask who emerged as superior fighter here. And that's how second match of Super 6 came to an end. Ranga returned to Rimuru's shadow disappointed with his loss against Cherri, while Milam's happiness was through the roof. MATCH3. Venom vs Beretta. Now moving to the third match of the Super 6. Please welcome Beretta and Venom, two beings from the demon realm. We will see who is the superior fighter. Beretta and Venom entered the stage ready for an epic showdown. If it was Venom who fought Kenya, he would not stand a chance against Beretta. He has evolved into a demon peer with estimated existence value of 450k. Even though he is not as powerful as someone like Moss, he is still a force to be recognized with. The atmosphere was tense, the two opponents were on guard, but it was Venom who was more worried. Beretta was superior fighter in terms of skills and experience and he clearly knew it. Even with this power-up, he was inferior one. But he was excited to fight Beretta and test his new powers. He then decided to charge at Beretta with serious killing intent. He concentrated his aura around his fist and launched a powerful punch. On other hand, Beretta too launched a powerful punch. When the two fists collided, it sent a huge shockwave around the arena. Venom and Beretta started to exchange blows together, each blows creating large shockwave across the arena. Explosive magic. Kaimetsu. Venom launched an explosion by utilizing the user's own magic to cause the magicules in the air to rapidly increase their kinetic energy, moving at a much higher rate to allow explosions of varying levels of power to be brought from relatively simple motions. Depending on the skill and intensity of the user's magic, the time it takes to activate this magic ranges from instantaneous to a couple of seconds before the explosion takes place. It didn't take much time for Venom to activate this attack. Beretta quickly blocks the attack using a barrier. This barrier can stop the flow of magicules, which allows it to block the explosion. Venom knew this attack won't be enough to defeat Beretta. It was a setup for his main attack. Nihilistic Banish. It erases the target by carefully unleashing energy summoned from the darkest abyss in hell. While Beretta was caught off guard by this attack, he knew a way out of it. Nihilistic magic annihilate the target using minus energy. This can only be countered by saturating the minus energy by equal or greater amount of positive energy. Beretta, who can use both holy and demonic powers, quickly changed his minus energy into plus energy and saturated it with more plus energy. Tisk. Even this is ineffective against him. Venom and Beretta once again engagement in hand-to-hand combat. They were moving so fast that even ranked beings couldn't follow their movements. But due to screen present in the stadium, everyone can see them. It was designed so that every person can follow what is going on in the match. Audience were very impressed by Venom. He was much stronger than his last bout. They both are very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Venom was using his unique skill, Divider, which allows him to target the weak points of his enemy. He effectively used his unique skill to push Beretta into a serious battle. Despite Beretta's body being made of adamantite, he was able to damage him. This back and forth battle continued for a few minutes with Venom about to reach his limits. Because of his initial attacks, His magicule count have greatly depleted while Beretta has efficiently used his energy. Beretta cladded his entire body with his aura and launched himself with tremendous speed. Venom could see his movements using thought acceleration 1,000,000 times, but he couldn't move his body with the same speed. In an instant Beretta collided with Venom, breaking every barrier in the way. They disappeared in the sky. Even the barrier surrounding Colosseum broke like a paper sheet. They both reached near the ocean due to the impact of the collision around 1,200 kilometers from the Colosseum. Both contestants returned by using spatial motion. Both the contestants are eliminated due to going out of central stage, so no one will proceed to next round. Soka announced the news. Beretta and Venom shake hands and went back to pavilion. Despite both contestants being eliminated, they were not worried about it as they get to fight an exiting duel. But someone else was furious. It was Rimuru. My Beretta didn't lose. Look, Venom can't even stand and Beretta is completely fine. But they both went out of boundaries, hence they are out according to the rules. It is not a war but tournament, so they must follow the rules. Valora, Veldora's daughter, explained to her, but she was not ready to accept it. Yeah, Rimuru, you have to accept it that your Beretta is not as amazing as Lion Mask. That's why she couldn't qualify in the finals. My Lion Mask is going to win this tournament, then I am going to ask Rimuru for a gift. Milam boasted with a smug look. It irritated both Veldora and Rimuru. Your Lion Mask is going to lose against my Cherries. It is me who is going to receive gift from Rimuru. Veldora also joined them to be not left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our finalist as Cherries the Flame Lord and Lion Mask the Mysterious Fighter. Who will be our winner and will get home a special prize from Demon Lord Rimuru-sama. We will be back after a short break. Crowd erupted in cheers as both the finalists' pictures were shown in the screen. Cherries who have dominated the competition vs Lion Mask. Otherworld. The Otherworld is bigger than the universe, with conditions akin to the outer space where traditional notions of up and down, earth and sky, do not apply while gravity is absent entirely. Instead, this realm consists solely of objects composed of densely concentrated, scattered throughout the expansive void. These objects possess remarkable strength, comparable to the resilience of, and have the inherent ability to generate formidable gravitational forces. Consequently, they have been meticulously processed and adapted for use as foundational structures known as bases. A mysterious butler entered a massive castle guarded by phantoms. He was completely unfazed by the dangerous monsters roaming around in the palace. He entered the throne room where a blonde-haired man with blue eyes was seated on the throne. It is Phantom Lord Feldway. The other high-ranking phantoms were even present there. What a surprise to see you here in Otherworld. It's been long time I meet you. What do you want from me? Feldway said. He was surprised by the sudden arrival of old acquaintance. He knew this person will not come here without any motive. So what is your motive of coming here? Phantom Commander Zalario asked. My master want to form an alliance with phantoms. I am here as his representative and messenger, Butler said. What? You got a master? Who is this being that even tames someone like you? Feldway jokingly said. It is none of your business. I want to hear the answer about my offer. I don't have much time to waste. Butler said, irritated by Feldway. Why do you want to join with us? You seem to have regained your strength or maybe even surpass it, and your master must be strong enough to give you a name. If you want to rule the Cardinal World, it won't be a problem for your team. Yeah, the problem is not Guy but new Demon Lord Rimuru Tempest. He is the source of our worries. If we don't fight together, we can't defeat him. You want to revive Veldanava, right? We won't interfere with you. Our only motive is to defeat Rimuru Tempest. You can take the Cardinal World for yourself. Butler said arrogantly. It didn't sit well with someone present in the conference. Aren't you little too arrogant for some messenger? We have also equal alliance with Feldway. If you want to join them, you must also ask us. It was Zess, Inspector General and son of Zelanus. He didn't appreciate Butler's attitude. Cornu also joined him. Yeah, he is quite arrogant. We have to teach him some lessons. We can't kill him but we can hurt him. Both Cornu and Zess joined together to fight the opponent. They knew it wouldn't be easy if they fought one-on-one with him, so they ganged up.